If you buy a stock that's good and gives you dividends and you buy it a very, very cheap price, should the company's price continue to appreciate later on, then the payoffs, guys, would be amazing. So here's the thing. It's okay to buy a stock that's below 1 peso if the fundamentals and the technicals will dictate it. Hey guys, so my camera got low bat, so this is purely shot on an iPhone. But I'd like to talk about why are you not supposed to buy stocks that are cheap and not really going anywhere. People have this notion to say that if you buy a stock that's low, you buy a stock below 1 peso, it will give you the greatest rewards. It does if you do it properly and the company that you're buying is good. But please remember, it doesn't happen all the time. It doesn't mean that you buy a stock that's at less than 1 peso, just a few centavos. It will go to 100, it will go to 50, it will go to 10, and you will earn large amount of money. That's what I was thinking also before. That was my game plan in my first year of investing. I would try that also. But please remember, some of those stocks that were less than 1 peso more than a decade ago, guess what? After a decade, they're still less than 1 peso. Because do not be lured with the fact that you just buy a stock that's less than 1 peso and it will go up to 10 pesos and you'll make a large amount of money. That shouldn't be your only trigger. Your trigger should still be fundamentals and technicals. Because if your trigger is fundamentals and technicals, it should be primarily based on the trigger. Now, if you want to trade, it should be primarily technical analysis. Regardless if it's 50 cents, 75 centavos, or 1 peso, you will buy it not because it's cheap or low, but you will buy it because the technicals are dictating you to buy, regardless if it's buying at support, buying because MACD moving averages are telling you to buy, or another way to look at it is if you're an investor, you're not just buying it because it's below 1, you're buying it because the fundamentals dictate it. If you find a company that's fundamentally sound, good, growing, profitable, high ROE, very, very cheap, and it's less than 1 peso, then jackpot. Then that's when it becomes a gold mine. That's when it becomes a treasure trove, especially if it gives you good dividends. Because the name of the game is if you buy a stock that's good and gives you dividends and you buy it a very, very cheap price, should the company's price continue to appreciate later on, then the payoffs, guys, would be amazing. So here's the thing. It's okay to buy a stock that's below 1 peso if the fundamentals and the technicals will dictate it. But never buy it just because you think it's below 1 peso. I've been investing for around more than 10 years now. So I started 2007, right before the crash started. And the thing about that is this. There were mistakes that I did before. Somehow, were growing pains, lessons that I didn't want to repeat again. So the reason why I'm sharing this to you is so that you don't have to go through the same mistakes that I did. But if your narrative is you're speculating, you're guessing, and it's something that works for you, then by all means, go for it. It's hard to create, it's hard to create a strategy based on speculation because you cannot repeat it. You cannot build something that's repeatable and sustainable because the goal for all of this is for you to build something not based on you trying to create a guessing game, but something based on strategy that you can replicate over and over and over again. Because what if I plan to invest up until I'm 80, 90 years old? That means I need a strategy because I need to find something that I need to do in year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5 that will work on year 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. If I'm just basing everything on a one-hit wonder, it's something that I can't replicate. It's nice to do it if your portfolio is not big because if it drops, it's not really a large amount of your portfolio. But what happens if you expose yourself to a relatively large amount and a big amount of hits? Meaning you're now trading millions, multi-millions, and if you're not basing it on strategy, what will give you stronger conviction to buy and sell? And there's one thing I know, it's winning in the market is all about having the right strategy and discipline and using the right conviction for it, because it's conviction that will allow you to be able to buy and sell when everyone is scared to do it. And if you do things that everyone else is not doing, that's where the money is. If you try to do what everyone else is doing, guess what? Statistics have shown over and over that a majority of the people who invest in the markets, 9 out of 10 lose money. Or if you try to do what everyone else is doing, you will end up being average. And average is not bad, but if you want to do things and experience things, that you have to do something also that a few people are doing as well. So that's it for now. Key point to all of this video is that don't buy stocks that are less than 1 peso just because they're less than 1 peso. Buy them because the technicals or the fundamentals dictate it. So this is Marvin Yermo, and I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you.